Here's everything that's going to be included in the title update for Marvel Spider-Man 2 coming this March. No more New Game Plus? I'm just playing, but after a whole lot of waiting and worrying, Insomniac Games announced everything that's going to be included in this new title update, which is version 1.002 coming this March 7th. Gotta be honest, it's something they should have had at launch. And yes, we are getting New Game Plus, so get ready to replay those missions. And I already know what mission you're all playing first, because it's the mission that I'm going to be replaying first, because that Venom gameplay was different. We are Venom. They're also including a bunch of suit styles for Peter's symbiote suit, so yes, you'll finally be able to change the color of the damn symbiote, not have white goop coming out of your black symbiote suit, which looked questionable. Something else that should have been included at launch, you'll finally be able to change the time of day. Will she ever give you the time of day? Probably not. And they also made a couple of updates to photo mode, 2 new features that they're calling action figure mode and sticker mode. And they're also adding audio descriptions and screen reader. And you already knew we were gonna get new suits. My bad, I think I got shit on my screen. Peter and Miles both gonna be rocking some Hellfire Gala looks. Not gonna lie, these are kind of decent. As well as the Flying Fresh suits, which will be available to purchase for $4.99. Now listen, before you start cooking them, they're doing this for a good cause. Insomniac is working with Gameheads, and if you're not familiar with Gameheads, it's an organization that helps low-income and underprivileged youth increase representation efforts in the gaming community. And these were actually designed by some Gamehead students, so that's pretty damn cool. Oh yeah, and all purchases are gonna go towards supporting Gamehead. That deserves a goddamn salute. Now there was no mention of a DLC for the story, and to be honest, I wouldn't expect it with as late as they've been just to add New Game Plus, but we already know they're gonna be adding some storyline. I personally would love to see a Maximum Carnage DLC. I really fuck with this Cletus Cassidy. Maybe even a Chameleon DLC. Hopefully they start planting seeds of Cindy Moon, and it ending with another major tease of Norman Osborn becoming a Green Goblin.